Let us do Prarthana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the Emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwaralu. We are learning Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita interpreted by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwaralu. Let us pray our Guru to provide us wisdom in a right manner. Good wishes to everyone on the occasion of Ugadi festival today. We learned Daivasara Sampat Vibhaaga Yogam chapter last week. That's completed. So let's move on to 16th Slokam, 16th chapter from Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita, that is Shraddhatraya vibhaaga Yogam. So after listening to all the words from Lord Krishna, Arjuna got a doubt and he asked a question. The Shraddhatraya vibhaaga Yogam chapter starts with a question from Arjuna. Let us see what he asked. Ye shastra vidhi mutsrujya yajante shraddhaya anvitaha tesham nishtatu ka krishna sattvamaho rajatamaha. This slokam is talking about Prakriti and Gunas. So he is asking about the people who leave the scientific methods and do perform pujas, worships, and what kind of nishtha they are following. Is it sattvam, is it rajasam, or is it tamasam? What kind of nishtha it is? That is the question he asked. So in the previous chapter, Lord Krishna said that you do every work, but you must do according to the regulation of the Shastra. That he said in the last chapter, right? So all works, including whatever it may be, even if you worship the demigods and if you do every task, whatever the task, it comes on your way, you will be performing, right? That must be done according to the regulations of the Shastra. So Arjuna got a doubt that there are so many people who are doing all the tasks leaving the regulations of the Shastra. So in the works which are done with desire for getting gain, interest exists. So those people got interest on gaining something. So they put their interest on that and performing all the activities with a desire of getting gains from that. So that's why one may ask questions about the actions that are not done in accordance with the Shastra belong to which part of disposition and their interest is belong to which part of disposition. So we have divisions of dispositions, right? So Arjuna got the doubt. When they are performing the activities without the regulations of Shastra, so for which part that activity belongs, that means to which division of disposition that interest belongs to. So this is the important question. For that, Bhagavan replied that Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa svabhavaja Satviki rajasi chayeva tamasi chayeti tam srunu. This slokam is talking about gunas. What is he saying over here? Naturally, all living things have three kinds of shraddha. Shraddha means interest. Let you Here, these are sattvic, rajasic and tamasa interest. There are three kinds of interest he is talking about. We came to know about the guna chakra, the wheel of division of dispositions. So, according to guna chakra, what it contains, we came to know that there are three parts existing in that. The three parts names are Satvika, Rajasa and Tamasa, and each part consists of 12 dispositions or gunas in it. In addition to 12 dispositions, so other three dispositions also there. They are fearlessness, fearfulness, braveness, and also Shraddha. So totally 15 dispositions are there in each division of dispositions. So likewise in each part one Shraddha exists. The interest doesn't exist like all dispositions. All dispositions are inspired in accordance with the karma. According to the karma, the dispositions are inspired. Though interest exists in the part of dispositions, yet it is not bound to the karmas. So the interest is there, right? It is born along with the jiva. So it's natural to jiva or the mortal soul. So according to that interest, whether it is the work of we have liked or not liked. So whether you like the work or dislike the work, but the work definitely will happen. Your interest may be on something else, but your work is being done on something else, right? So that means, so the work is being done based on your karma. That's why many people use to say that. So you think one thing, happens another thing. So the Shraddha, which is for knowing either Paramatma or wisdom, is beyond the karma. If you have the interest to know about the Paramatma or wisdom, that is beyond the karma. So that wisdom, that Shraddha is beyond the gunas. That Shraddha is nowhere related to your gunas. So in accordance with this Shraddha, when you have this Shraddha or interest to learn about wisdom and attaining the absolute soul, then you can attain wisdom and Atma both, okay, which is beyond the karma. But works are done in accordance with the interest in the part of guna or will not be done. So if you have interest or on something else when you are in no, so works are done in accordance with the interest in the parts of guna, so or will not be done. Okay, here if we let's go back and learn again this. In accordance with this Shraddha or interest, one can attain wisdom or Atma, which is beyond the karma. But works are done in accordance with interest in the parts of guna or will not be done. Okay? All people have direct experience that though man has an interest, yet works are getting on otherwise. So we hear that often, and then people are talking like if he thinks one, karma thinks other. So let us know this one. So here, uh, so the task may happen. The tasks may happen based on your interest on the emotions or not. Sometimes your interest on the emotion and the task will align. Sometimes may not align. So you should not think that. So if you got the interest on emotion, then that activity is happening. That is not guaranteed at all. So one thing is guaranteed is when you have interest on the absolute soul and the wisdom, you will definitely get the wisdom and attain the immortal soul. The wisdom of Atma, you will definitely get it. But there is no guarantee on the interest on emotions or dispositions, whether you will get that, whether you will get the task or not, whether you will perform the task or not. It is not at all guaranteed. So that's why people say he thought one thing and happened something else. Okay. Let's move on to the third slokam. Sattvanurupa sarvasya shraddha bhavati bharata shraddha mayo ayam purusho yo yasraddha sayeva saha. This slokam is talking about gunas only. So what God is saying here, for all the people, the interest is born based on their based on their like like based on their like, okay, based on their like, whatever they like, the interest is coming out of that. So whatever they like, the interest is coming out of that. So whoever have their own interest on such thing, so we need to call that person related to that interest. So that's what he is telling in this slokam. So this slokam contains lot of synopsis, summary. We need to observe many important things from this slokam's explanation. So in Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam chapter, we came to know that there are three divisions of disposition, and we have name for each one of them. They are called Satvika, Rajasa, Tamasa. And also we came to know that the Jiva or mortal soul is named according to where he is positioned in a particular given time. So if he is existing in Tamasa, division of disposition, he is called Tamasa. If he is in Rajasa, he is called Rajasic. If he is in Satvika position, Satvika disposition, he is called Satvik. So that is true up to that level. Here we need to understand with a little variation over here. Here in this slokam, particularly God said that Shraddha. He said about this Shraddha, and Shraddha is born along with that Jiva. It is naturally coming along with the mortal soul. That is why the interest, the Shraddha, which is nothing but interest, is of three types. So, like according to the gunas, the dispositions, the Shraddhas are, the interests are of three types. So whichever the Shraddha you got, the person got, he is called that kind of Purusha. So sometimes if the person is in, if the Jiva is in a disposition where interest is also exists, then that Jiva is called, Jiva is belong to that disposition itself. Okay. If Jiva got the interest in Tamasa division of disposition, and if he is in Satvika division of disposition, then he is called, he should not be called as Satvik. He should not be called Satvik person. He must be called as Tamasic person only, because he is bounded in the Satvika division of disposition according to his karma. But his interest is on Tamasic task, so he is called Tamasic. Okay, that is why in the Slokam also he said that Shraddhamayo Ayam Purusho yo yas Shraddhatraya saha. So, as per this statement in this slokam, so a Jivatma, wherever he puts his interest, that means in whichever division of disposition he puts his interest, he is called that division of disposition person. So if he is in Satvika division of disposition according to his karma, and his interest is in Tamasa division of disposition, then we need to call him as Tamasic Jiva. He will not be called as the Jiva in the Satvikam. Okay. So if we are listening to a matter and if we put our mind in somewhere else, then the matter is not going to get into our brain itself. Okay. So that is why if a jiva is in one division of disposition and if his interest is on somewhere else, then he is not belonging to this division of disposition. So wherever his interest is existing, we need to consider him belonging to that division of disposition. And let us take another example over here. So the person who got complete wisdom, then he will not have any interest on any divisions of disposition, and he got that interest beyond the divisions of dispositions. But uh, according to his previous karma, he is forcefully brought into the Rajasa division of disposition, and he is existing there, and he is doing all the activities related to the Rajasa division of dispositions. So in that case, as the activities are going on according to the Rajasa division of disposition, then we should not call such mortal being as Rajasic mortal, because his interest is beyond the divisions of dispositions. Okay, so that's why he should be called as yogi. So here the important principle is that based on the interest of a mortal soul, he should be called that mortal being. Okay. So according to the divisions of dispositions, he is there are three types, and also another additional thing is according to the if the mortal soul's interest is beyond the three divisions of dispositions, there is another interest is also existing, that is to know about the God and wisdom, right? Like that we got four types of interest based on the interest of the mortal soul. That is why the fourth one is called the position of yogam. So we also learnt about the chatur varnam. There are four types of varnas are there, that we came to know about it in the previous chapter as well. So like that in this in this chapter, in the third slokam itself, we came to know that there are four types of interest exist. So that mortal soul, wherever his interest puts, he is called that kind of mortal soul. So we came up to here. Let's end the teaching over here at the third slokam. Let us move on to fourth slokam in the next week. Let us do Mangala Prardhana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmam to everyone.